Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Thursday night's TIR Division 2. It's round 23. It means only we are going to one place and one place only, and that is the streets of Saudi Arabia. We are at Jeddah tonight for what I call one of the most painful tracks on this game. So it is going to be a short qualifying session followed by a 50% race. 25 laps of this absolute monster of a track. This track consists of 27 corners. One of the most highest number of corners I've ever seen on an F1 track in my life. And welcome all to everyone who is watching the stream tonight. Hello, Matty1929. I want to see lots of interaction tonight, guys, because tonight your streamer and only person on the comms tonight is myself, Sato861, or as you formerly may have known me as RSF1 Raikkonen, but under a new name now. So welcome everybody, and let's get things underway. So we are at Jeddah, so I am imagining that the chances of rain is 0. It's in the middle of the desert. We're not going to get any rain whatsoever. And just bear me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to plug in my headset because it needs charging, like, so I can hear what's going on the grid. There we go. That's all better. Right, 17 drivers, but I do believe we may have some late comer-uppers. I do not know. Let's get some telemetry up for you guys as well, so you can see exactly what's going on there on the track and what people are going to be running on. So obviously remember, short qualifying means that we only have one session of qualifying, and the drivers that set their best lap times on whatever set of tyres will be the tyres that they start the grid on. So it's all going to be about a matter of mediums or softs. Yesterday's qualifying in Tier 3, all the top 10 were on softs, and everyone below the top 10 started on mediums. So that should be an inkling to today's strategy. And also, I need to announce as well that the Tier 2 Championship is finally signed, sealed, and delivered. We've got Sinful Chris has been now crowned Division 2 champion of Season 5 for TIR Division 2. So congratulations to Sinful Chris on his championship victory. A little bit of a late resurgence there from his teammate, but too little too late. He managed to seal the deal with 1 and a bit races, well, 2 races remaining basically. So congratulations on the championship. It is now a fight for the rest of the positions. I think second place is well secure now, so it's the next battle is third. We've got Matthew 7034 at the moment. He's the first one out on track in the Red Bull in the Honda. Now, with a street circuit, remember, any error, any touch of that wall will never not be forgiving with you. My race last night ended in absolute catastrophe on lap 20 towards the last few corners of the circuit. Pushing a little bit too hard on my soft tyres and lost it a little bit on the apex, and literally just scraped the wall, but it was enough with the speed I was carrying to rip off my front suspension and call it a day for my Haas. Okay, so I'm going to be interested to see what the first banker laps are going to be for the drivers as we've gone right on board now with the Red Bull of Matthew 7034 as he comes through the first sector. I don't know what corner number he's on because I don't exactly know. I was turn 5, now turn 6. And then we've got the 7, 8, 9, now into 10, 11, 12. DRS now is wide open as he unleashes all the Honda power that he has got to give as well. And also, speaking of which, of Honda power as well, guys, have you not heard? Red Bull and Honda are staying together for 2022. Red Bull are going to be supported by Honda a lot for the next few years up until 2025 to give them time to work on their own powertrain development unit as well. But obviously there is rumours going around on the F1 paddock grid and everything in real life that we've got the likes of VW maybe looking to start getting their eyes in on Formula 1 and Porsche again. That could be very interesting to see a good old name coming back there, Porsche, in the F1. So as now he comes through the DRS section of turn 25 and 6, such a long sweeper, and as you're coming now to turn 27, drop down to second gear for the extra rotation, third gear and fourth gear, short shifting there to stop the back end from spinning up, opens up the DRS and he comes down, take the shortest line to the finish line, used all up all his DRS deployment, and he has set a 1:28.1 there from Matthew in the Red Bull. Now, who else is that coming behind him? That was an invalidated lap. I can see a Ferrari. That is TIR Dizzy, who's also invalidated. So he'll be wanting to go again. I can see now a Mercedes, who was also invalidated. I can see the championship champion has not come out yet, so I can see McLaren. That's not Danny, that's ETE Moda, who sets a 129.0 there as well. Mr. Flappy there in the second Alpine there has gone second quickest round the Jeddah track today. So far, it's a 28.4, 3/10 off the fastest lap time at the moment there, set by Matthew 7034 in the Red Bull. I can see, is that AJ now coming across? That was AJ who goes second fastest in the sister Red Bull. So Red Bull's looking very dominant around Jeddah this evening. So 1-2 there, so front row lockout there for the two Red Bull cars, and we've got Ace HML good, come on Wado and Oakley podium please tonight. So he wants Waddington and Oakley on the podium tonight. Can Oakley actually set a lap, well, get on the podium? Will this sinful Scotsman be able to take the Aston Martin home in the top three? And also, guys, remember as well, with the corners the way they are so easy to slip wide on. And so there we go, we've got the first of the 27th. It's Sam Tubner 1-1 in the Alfa Romeo. So again, and that was on his second run. I can see a Mercedes there. Is that Badders? It is Badders is going into the pits. He's aborted his lap. I can see an AlphaTauri now. Is that E.T. Liam? Yes, it is. Is he on another flying lap? I don't think so. I think this is a in lap because his fuel looks very, very low. Is that Matty behind him? Yeah, Matty 1929 now. Let's ride on board with the Williams. He looks like he's on a run, but he's got his fuel light on, so this will be his in lap. So we'll abort watching him on this one. I can see, is that Mr. Flappy there? Is Mr. Flappy going to be on a run? No, I think he's going to be on an in lap as well. Right, okay, who is that? I can see coming down the start finish line there, it looks like a dark red. It's a Red Bull. They're coming into the pits though. I can see a Mercedes out on grid. Is that Eora Minaj? He's gone into the pits as well. Who's that? I can see on track. It's also invalidated though. Sinful Chris, championship lead or champion-elect has been invalidated on his outlap though, so it doesn't really matter. So let's ride on board. Let's give the champion a lap of honour whilst he goes and completes his first flying run of the Jeddah circuit. So DRS wide open, comes down the start-finish straight, approaching 200 miles an hour into the first corner now. Drop down to second gear for the rotation. Squirt of power as you come around turn 2. Open up the steering, short shift into third, fourth and fifth as you come through turns 3 and 4. Up to turn 4 now, into turn 5. Gone a little bit wide on turn 5, but you can recover it. Turn 6, be careful, don't go too wide on turn 7, 8 and 9. Nicely done into turn 10. Now he's gone ever so wide there, and see what I mean? That's the track limits there testing you. They will catch you out. You've got to get that sector, turns 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 so bang on to carry the speed through there. That is where you lose your time on this lap without a shadow of a doubt. I found that one out last night myself. So unfortunate there, but we have got Danny in the Prix machine in the McLaren, who's now coming through the final sector of the track. Can he actually go faster? He was at a purple sector, the last sector he was on, sector 1 that I saw, so he's now coming through sector 2. He's on a flying lap, riding on the soft tyres. Mercedes power unit by the McLaren, in the McLaren today, coming round there. He's a little bit, I can tell this guy is a pad user. Into turns, hang on, where are we? 22, 23, 24. Opens up the DRS, carrying the speed through there, goes smoothly on the steering wheel there, but he's aborted the lap. He's not continuing, he's in 7th gear. Okay, there's a Mercedes. Is that Badders? Yes, it is Badders on an outlap as well, on a fresh set of softs. So he's going to be wanting to get the perfect lap in. We've got 9 minutes left of the session, and away we go in the Mercedes. Opens up the DRS to start off his flying lap. First flying lap of the session. He has not set one yet. Down the start finish straight. DRS is now wide open. throws the car into turn 1, down to second gear, squirt of power for turn 2. Turn 3 goes a little bit skittish on the exit there, but manages to recover. Down to turn 3 now, approaching turn 4, carry the speed through there. Turn 4, oh, very lucky there not to go wide. The back end is very loosey-goosey on the back of this Mercedes. Goes wide, that's it, loses the time. He has to abort, he knows he's lost the time. There's no point trying to recover this lap. Start again and the next one. Right, current pole position sitting out of Sam Tabner in the Alfa Romeo, this time powered by a Ferrari power unit. Listen to them beautiful Italian ponies as they come charging down the start finish straight, flying into turn 1 now. Drops the second gear up to third though to stop the car from getting skittish. Good exit there from turn 2. Turn 3 looks like the car gets out of the way for him nice, and then to turn 4 we've got yellow flags all over this sector. This is not where you want traffic on this circuit, because you want to get your line perfectly, and if someone's on your line you are absolutely screwed. But carries the speed beautifully there through sector 1, opens up the DRS straight up for the straight now. Front line speed sets a purple sector 1, personal best there from Sam Tabner 11 in the Alfa Romeo. Oh, clips the wall there. He's not going to be happy with that one. Also, guys, if you are able to comment on the quality of audio and quality of video as well, please let me know and I will adjust accordingly as and required. So, TIR Dizzy in the Ferrari goes second fastest, missed that one. And Ethan Bradbury, we agreed last week just to call Ethan on soft tyres, on an on a recharge lap by the looks of it. And no, he actually coming into the pits, he's got his fuel light flashing. Who's that behind him? Is that the McLaren of Mudder on a flying lap, helping himself to a little cheeky slipstream here as well. Oh, he keeps it valid there. Now opens up the DRS. He's going to capitalise as much as he can. Oh, I thought he would, but no, he's not going to get... the Haas is not giving any quarter. Opens up the steering perfectly there. DRS now is wide open. Thank you very much for the comment, Ace. Goes across the line to be third fastest with a 1:28.0. So only 2 drivers at the moment, TIR Dizzy and Sam Tabner in the high, in the 27s. You got Sam with a mid 27, so definitely the pace setter for this track today. And you got TIR Dizzy there with a high 27 as well. Can he extract some more speed out of that Ferrari? There's only one way to find out, and that's to continue to watch the remaining 6 minutes of this qualifying session. Guys, if I do go silent for a little while, it's because obviously I'm running out of things to talk about. I can only do so much talking through by oneself. With no conversation, what's going on with everyone. Well, no conversation there. It's a bit hard to spark up a conversation about facts and stuff about Formula 1. But we've got Mr. Waddington now, who Ace is hoping to get on the podium today. Coming through turns 22, 3 and 4. Yes. No. Turns 19, 20. Now it's turn 21. Now we've got 22 and 23 and 24. Carries speed beautifully there through the Aston Martin. Good car launch from them today as well. That car looks very, very pretty. It looks like a lean, mean, green machine. As we now come up to the final corner there from Mr. A. Waddington. Third gear, rides the apex. Nice smooth exit. Delivers the power perfectly. Opens the DRS now. Oh, aborts the lap. Fair enough. Right, Sinful Chris. Current champion, still not set a lap, is Jeddah, not a circuit. I did think earlier on, and we've got someone who is out of the session. ETE Jason, is that him retired in the pits, or is that him actually crash bang and wallet? But I can't see no damage. Well, I see yellow flags, but the cars are moving. So I'm going to assume that is a pit lane retirement. Right, Badders there is currently out of fuel, so he's crawling back to the pits. Who's that behind him? Is that Matthew on a lap in the Red Bull? Yes, it is. Naughty, naughty. Good thing it's not the race, because you get yourself a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Quite a few people in the pits. Not a lot of people out on track at the moment. Sinful Chris, though. He's on a out lap still. Current champ. Well, he is the champion. Can he settle up? Fully recharged DRS. Let's ride on board with the whistle line speed of the Alpine as he comes down the start-finish straight to start his flying lap. Opens up this DRS, approaching 200 miles an hour as you approach up to turn 1 now. Down to second gear, short burst of power through turn 2 and turn 3. Exit perfectly there into short shift and 34, 5, 6. Now it's approaching up to turn 4. Turn 5, ride the apex if you dare. Nicely, turn 6, 7. Oh, goes wide there at 8, has to recover it. Turn 9, turn 10, opens up the DRS. Is he going to continue on with the lap? We will continue on with the champion. He is using the battery into turn 13. The unlucky number, 4th gear corner. Good exit there from turn 14. Now coming through the fast sector. Turn 15. Now turn 16. Drop to 5th gear. Carry the speed through. Nicely done there from the Alpine driver. Into turn 16, 17 and 18. And now 19, 20. In the DRS detection zone. Here comes 22, 3 and 4. DRS now wide open as he's going to approach over 200 miles an hour. Taking the shortest line there to the track to get as much time back as he can from that early misdemeanor. Comes out wide now for the entry of turn 27, the final corner. Perfect exit there from turn 27. DRS wide open now. What's he going to cross the line in? It's going to be a 30. It's going to be 28, 28, 3 there. Now, if he didn't lose that time at turn 5, I think that would have been a 27. That would have been a 27 there, I think, there from the champion there of Division 2. So, right, well, so we've got now loads and loads of people on out laps as we've got yellow flags all over the sector as well, because we've got people obviously trying to save their tyres as much as they can. But you've also got in laps, out laps, got 1.5 minutes left, 90 seconds left of this session. Danny there retires from the session. I'm going to assume that's in the pit lane. Yeah, that is a McLaren in the pit lane. It's about to disappear off my dots, no doubt. Right, so current man, Sam Tabner in pole has just solidified his pole position time with a 27.3. Who is going to answer it? Closest man so far is AJ6503 and TIR Dizzy. Why did I say Tizzy for? Oh, you can tell I'm tired. I've been up since like 5 o'clock this morning, and it is painstaking. Very painstaking. But with 45 seconds left, where he's on the track, I don't think he's going to get time to set another flyer. Right, so we've got people now on flyers all over the place. We've got 30 seconds left, almost 35 seconds left of the session now. People in the pits now, they are not going to set times. So we've got Zucronium there, who's on an out lap. He's going to start, he's going to be the last one to cross the line, I think. Yes, he will be, because now the checkered flag will be waving any time now. So, sectors 1, 2 and 3 there, and we've got ETE Liam, I think that is going into the pits as well. That is TIR Dizzy. Is he going to be able to set a lap? Yes, he is. Only just. Ethan there is finished for the session. He was in the pit lane. We've got the Mercedes there of Badders. There's no best than 8th there. That's him done for the session. Mr. Flappy, it's him solidified in 2nd place at the moment. So it's P2 or lower for him. Now there's an Alfa Romeo of us, an invalidated lap. We've got AJ on not on a flyer. I can see the sister Red Bull on a flyer on an invalid lap. That be him done from the session. And then you've got Aston Martin time now. Coming down across the line. 29. Waddington there starts P14 by the looks of it. Yes, he does. Right, who's that? Is that AJ now coming across invalid? Who's that coming behind him? Is that Matty? It's also invalid there as well. Would have been a decent lap. Right, there's a Haas of Zucronium now. Come on. No, it isn't Zucronium. It is Ethan. Sorry. It will be Zucronium to cross the line next. He's currently 7 tenths up on his time. So this is going to be a 27. There goes P4 there with a 27.6. Dizzy's invalid on lap. So that is it. So Sam Tabner set the pace early and just solidified his place the whole time. He wanted to start from pole position from the early get-go. He laid the gauntlet down and set it in stone. So that will be him starting in pole position. Flappy in second, AJ in third, Zucronium in fourth, Aaron Menage in fifth, sixth goes TIR Dizzy, seventh ETE Mudder, 8th Ethan Bradbury, 9th Matthew 7034, Badders in 10th, who's currently on a lap going around the track now. We just got to wait for the Ferrari to retire or to finish. Badders, Liam in 11th, Sinful Chris in 12th, Champion not doing very well there, ETE Oakley in 13th, Waddington in 14th there. And thank you very much for as I was going through the grid, you awkward game. Yeah, guys, out there on the stream, if you're watching now, you've got time to chat and everything. What are your thoughts on the Aston Martin launch today? Do you think it looks pretty? Do you think it looks ugly? Me, I quite like it. I also like the pink not being there as well, because obviously they've not got sponsorship by BWT no more. So ET Jason in 15th, Matty is 1929 in 16th in Williams, and Danny 17th in the McLaren. So a few short facts about this track then. We're at Jeddah. First Grand Prix, obviously everyone should know this one. It was in 2021. 50 laps is a full race distance, but we will only be doing 50, so that'd be 25 laps with a circuit length or a lap length of 6.174 kilometers and a race distance of 154 kilometers in total. Real life lap record. Yes, I agree with you, Ace, there. Real life lap record set by Sir Lewis Hamilton is a 1:30.734. It's very fast. Average speeds around Jeddah around be about 252 kilometers miles an hour. Quicker than those at Silverstone. Also very close to the top speed of the tempo speed itself, Monza. And yeah, last year's race, I don't know. In all honesty, in real life, I felt that it could, well, the track needs to be reviewed. I don't think it brought in the best of racing for Formula One. So it's kind of, I don't know. And like racing it on the game as well, I didn't feel like it's a very unforgiving track without a shadow of a doubt. That is no questions asked. That is one of the most unforgiving tracks. I'd say it's worse than Baku, and even like through the castle section of Baku. At least with the castle section, you are going quite slow through it. But for the speed and the narrowness of it, it actually is quite fast in it. But I don't know. It's just for me, no. Okay, so predictions out there in the stream as well. Who do you think is going to win the race? Who do you think is going to bin it first? How many safety cars? How many virtual safety cars? And when will the first safety car be? Because if I can guarantee anything about this track, it is cool. It is a cesspit for safety cars or virtual safety cars. Within 25 seconds of our race get-go yesterday, we had a virtual safety car. So it's... And also, guys, comment on the Red Bull launch yesterday as well. And the Haas, obviously, no surprise with the Haas. They have not changed their United Federation Russian flag colour scheme. They are happy, obviously, representing a country in ways they can, but they're not allowed to, obviously, by Mikita Mazepin. So now we just wait for the drivers there for a short break. 2 safety cars in lap 3 and lap 22, says Ace. Okay, so very good prediction there from Ace, and very precise as well. It'd be interesting to see if his comment does come through, if his predictions does come through. Always good to find out if people do get it right. I don't need that anymore. Also, guys, out the stream, if you're watching, have you raced around this circuit yet in other leagues or in the current or in TIR? Not yet, says Ace. Okay, so Ace, when have you got your race for it, or are you not racing in any leagues this season? Okay, so we wait now. That's what I need to check as well. Okay, that's fair enough, Ace. Well, welcome to the trial list, I'm sure. Did you take part in tonight's trial race and everything? Hopefully you'll soon be placed in a division as a reserve, so that you can get some track time going. Okay, so I think we are going to get underway. Looks like we are 10 seconds away from finding out the result of Division 2's Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And now, obviously, now that we've got the green flag, 17 drivers, it is time for your formation lap. So let me just activate telemetry for you guys, for the viewers at home, so you know what people are doing. Lovely. Okay, starting from the back of the grid in P17, it's Danny 91 in the McLaren, and he starts on the medium tyres. In P16 in the Williams, it's Matty 1929 starting on the medium tyres. In the sister Williams, it's ETE Jason starting in P15 on the medium tyres. A Waddington in the Aston Martin starting P14. He starts on the medium tyres. ETE Oakley, the sister Aston Martin, starting in P13, but this time on soft tyres. Hopefully he's going to get past Sinful Chris very quickly. The champion of Division 2, Sinful Chris in the Alpine, starts in P12, starting on medium tyres. Now, P11 upwards, all starting on soft. So, in the AlphaTauri, ETE Liam starts on soft tyres in P11. P10 is ETSR Butters, starting in the Mercedes. In P9, it's Matthew 7034 in the Red Bull. In P8, Ethan Bradbury in the Haas. ETE Moda in the McLaren starts in P7. TIR Dizzy, I'm sure he's dizzy where he is on the grid right now, starts in P6 in the Ferrari. ERN Menage starts in P5 in the Mercedes. Zuclonium in the Haas starts in P4. AJ 6503 in the Red Bull starts in P3. And in P2, it's Mr. Flappy, the teammate of the champion of Division 2. And in pole position, it's Sam Tabner in the Alfa Romeo. With that awesome lap, and he solidified his place on pole position since he set his first flying lap. As we now wait for the rest of the grid to line up on the field. We're waiting now for the green flags to be waved as we get 17,000 horsepower revving to 1500 RPMs. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. No! And Sinful Chris gets a jump start penalty, and but then Sam Tabner gets a cracking start, but so does AJ in the Red Bull. But then it's going to be carnage through turn Turn 1 and 2. No, looks like that everyone is getting through perfectly there through Division 2. Division 2 showing everyone how it's done this week. So, no safety car there. Simple Chris is going to have to serve a drive-through penalty. Thank you, Beer and Kebab, for raiding the party. If you're not streaming or co-coming, get your ass in my party and get joining me for this absolute carnage of a race that's going to be unfolding with us tonight. So, we have got E.T. Liam running in P10. You've got Matthew in P9. But then Matthew is going to take a move on the inside of the house around turn 13. Is he going to make the move? Is he going to push it wide? Can he get the move done? No, he can't. He has to slip behind the Red Bull. The Red Bull has to slip behind. But then the Red Bull looks like he's got an elastic band rubber connection there from his Red Bull connection, because it doesn't look like it's going very, very well for him. But then we've got Ethan Bradbury right on the rear end of the McLaren Mercedes in the Prix machine. He's going to be following the slipstream. It's going to be one huge train through turns 23, 4 and 5. But the McLaren goes wide, and then the Haas is going to try and make a move, but he can't. The straight line speed of the Mercedes engine power unit has got the better of the Ferrari. Through into the last corner, turn 27 now. Can he get a move done? He's got better traction and better drive through these corners, clearly. But look how close the field are after the first lap of this track. And I think I'm going to need some help tonight, because I'm going to start to lose my voice already because they're guys. And then the Haas is trying to defend on the outside, and he can manage to hold on to the position. PA Ethan Bradbury holding his lines there very, very well. Thank you very much, Zoom the Boom. It's great to hear that I'm getting good feedback on this. Please drop me a follow if you can, and please stay and breathe. Yes, I am now start breathing, old man. I am now breathing, because it does look like we have got a little bit of space forming up here, but it doesn't look like it's going to be for long, because we've got a Mercedes right on the arse end of Zucronium's Haas as he tries to pick up the slipstream, but the Zucronium but then we have got Zucronium's managing to get the slipstream off the Red Bull there, so it is all there. And we've got the first 3-second time penalty of the session of ETSR batters. That track is gonna cost you if you do get there. But look at this, guys, up in the lead, and he's pulled away a 1.2 second lead. Is literally marching away with this race. He is not taking any prisoners. He is not mucking around. He's getting the job done and literally pissing off at the front of the lines. So there we go. We've got there. Oh, I'm allowed to swear because it's my stream. And so we've got AJ there closing on Mr. Flappy. But then you got Zucronium, and now we're gonna have some fun, guys. DRS is now activated. So then anything can happen in Formula 1, because it might be ruined in a moment, but I'm not going to say the magic 2 words, because I don't want it to happen, because I want to see some frontline speed as they come through the first sector of this car, weaving and waving through turns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and then turn 10. Can the Haas get a run on the Ferrari, on the Red Bull? But no, but we've got a Mercedes power unit right behind. He's going to squirt over ERS now, but he's not managed to pull behind. Can the Ferrari do anything? Can McLaren, Mercedes? No. Matthew? No. So we're all holding status quo at the moment. We've got a bit of a gap between Red Bull and AlphaTauri there, 1.7 seconds, but we won't worry about those. But what I am worried about here, or what I am concerned about, is AJ now. He's closing on Mr. Flappy. He's using the Honda power as he approaches now through the far sectors. He's going to have DRS in a moment as he comes through 22, 3, 4 and 5 now, but he gets a poor run through these ones. DRS now open. He's gaining on Mr. Flappy. He's gaining. Can he get the move done? Can he squirt some ERS? Look at the speed difference, but he does. Our ET Badders has retired from the session, and it probably is going to trigger off a safety car, and it means that my voice is going to be broken. No! Double wave yellows, but then here we go. What a move! Frontline speed from the Red Bull, and gets past for P2, but it looks like Zucronium's going to try and catch him on the spoils there as well, but he can't. But now what Zucronium's got to be careful of, if he try and catch him on the spoils of the Mr. Flappy dropping back, all very close there as well to the back end. Aaron Minaj is going to not take prisoners through this, and he is going to seize the opportunity. And the Ferrari there, very twitchy through the sector. The Ferrari looks like it wants to get past as well. It's not like in the dirty Bugatti, yeah. So here we go. We've got a Mercedes versus Ferrari, but it's a McLaren versus Ferrari. The McLaren splashes past for P7 and makes the move easy. So, right, so a little recap in a moment. After 5 laps, we'll do this one because we've still, anything can happen through this sector. And TIR dizzy there. Tis. It's going to cost you there if you don't pull space here or don't pull time. And it looks very close at the moment. This racing is very close between these guys because they're all on the same strat at the moment, and there's all just going to be line astern, one massive DRS train. It all's going to be who's got the biggest bollocks to make the move, basically. So the Haas now at Ethan Bradbury. So it's Haas versus Ferrari, 2 Ferrari power units. Our Ferrari A team versus the Ferrari C team. Can they make dues of it? No, they can't. Then we've got Zucronium there. Oh, no, Mr. Flappy there, though. He's looking for revenge. He wants P2 back. He gets past. He's going for a low speed. But then Zucronium there gets blocked off. And the door's shut on him by the Red Bull there and has to hold back there. So, good defending there. Accepted the position loss there from P2 man now. And slots into P3. Nice driving there from AJ6503. Does sound like something out of a film that I remember, Prisoner 64201. If anybody knows what I'm referring to there. Older generation might. And it's also about a Renaissance period as well. But then we've got the Haas against the Mercedes now. But also we've got another... Did anyone make a move there? No, they didn't. All good there on the northern front. It looks like someone just brushed the wall there as well through the Division 2. We have got this battle is just getting better and better and better. Excuse me, whilst I take a drink, but I daren't take a drink because this is the moments where things can happen. See, look, 3 seconds ahead of the road now is Sam Tabner. He is just basically naffed off. Oh, Aaron Minaj looking very, very tasty now for a move. He's in the slipstream. He's using his battery. He pulls out of the slipstream, but can't make the move because they're pretty much even Steven. Who's going to be the last of the late breakers? He's going to try to do a Daniel Ricciardo on him. He holds the inside line. Perfectly done, but the inside line's compromised his exit. He's trying to get back into the slipstream now. He's got the DRS wide open. He's using his ERS to catch up with the Haas power unit, but he's got a McLaren right behind him. He's going to try and make a move. Yes, he does on the outside. But they're going to get the switch back on the inside of turn 2. They make contact there. Very, very close racing there. Hard, but very, very fair. Are you serious, Beer and Kebab, that I just broke Dame's record there of 6,587 words without drawing a breath? If so, what a record. So, we're going through now, through lap 6. Right, recap, guys, of this race. So far, we've got Sam Tabner 11 in leading in the race. 4.2 seconds ahead and basically going on a little cruise around the streets of Saudi Arabia. And then we've got AJ running in P2 in P3, but very, very tantalisingly close. Right behind P4 is Zucronium in the house. Aaron Minaj as well in 5th. ETE Mudda in 6th. 7th, Ethan Bradbury. 8th, Matthew 7034. TR Dizzy. Oh, look at that camera. Oh, that is so beautiful. I wish you could control the camera more in this game because, like, the shots we are getting now. Look at the Red Bull now, hunting down on there. But I can see Aaron Minaj now. He's going to try and make the move now. He's on them side by side. But then look at this. They've got traffic all over him. We've got a four-way scrap here for P2. But then Minaj doesn't come off very well there at all. And now we've got then the ERS and, Mr. Flappy there getting past. And now, oh my God, they're going free wide into turn 1. Oh, there's contact! There's contact! There's absolute carnage! It's ended in tears! So we are now, so that unfortunate unfolding there for those two drivers there, unfortunate there, now leaves the battle wide open for Aaron Minaj, who has now managed up to P3. Ethan Bradbury though, right behind him in the house. He's not given Minaj with the 3-second time penalty as well. So all that Minaj has got to do is just stay within 3 seconds as a position snatch. But then in Mudda, he's now up into P2 as well. Now, Mudda, can he get the pace to get away from this? But then Ethan Bradbury there looks like he's going to be getting a shot there on the Mercedes, because the Mercedes looked like it had a little bit of a slip up through this sector. So let's ride on board now with the Haas. But then we've got DRS train forming up. So we've got, oh yeah, no DRS yet. We're still in the ERS and slipstreams though. We have still got, so they've got 63, 60. They're all pretty much even Stevens on the ERS side of things. It is interesting to see. Look at this, guys. This is absolutely mental. The Mercedes goes round the outside! Round the outside of the McLaren. What a move! Into turn 27 and he gets the job done. Showing the Mercedes dominance, and now the Mercedes can get on with getting business. And he goes into the pit lane, so he's going to try and make the undercut. So that gives him, puts him back behind all this, but then it gives in Mudder a clear track and also a clear running for now Ethan Bradbury to try and get past on 7-lap odds. So this is now what these guys are going to be watching. Sam Tabner, he can basically sit there and decide what he wants to do because he's got 6.5 seconds to play with, well over a pit stop. So he is pretty much in control of this race and no questions asked about it. And it looks like Iti Mudder in the clear track now through sector 1 is pulling away from the Haas. But the Haas has managed to keep DRS, so that'll pull him in there. There's the 3-second time penalty is now literally coming in thick and fast now for the guys. There's TIR Dizzy now on the back of third place, on the third place Haas. 4 seconds behind now is Mr. Flappy, who obviously got tangled up in that turn 1 incident as well, because it was just unfortunate there, and like the way they were racing and everything, it was gonna end in absolute tears. But no, Ethan Bradbury is still chasing down the McLaren. Now what's going to be interesting to see is we've got Matty now right on the rear end of Waddington. Can Matty get past? He looks like he's having a bit of a skirmish there. But then Aaron Minaj now, he's getting stuck behind the battle for P9 here. He doesn't want to be. He wants to be pulling away from them and getting past. He's on the fresher tyres, and these two guys, look at the tyre difference. Look at the speed difference now. Let's ride on, good. Let's get the good camera up there. He's trying to get around the outside. Look at, he's got the speed on him. He's in the slipstream, but these two cars are just holding him up. He can't get past them, and they are holding him up. This could be catastrophic for his strategy. The guys are blocking him within their rights by all means, but it's not their race. It is not their race, and there you go. There's the Aston Martin shutting the door on the Mercedes there as well, holding up there. The Mercedes, but the Mercedes gets past the McLaren, the Williams pass, whereas Iti Murder has lost position now to Aaron Minaj, so the undercut has worked for Minaj, same with Matthew as well, he's lost position to Mars, so luckily Minaj has not lost too much places there, but we've still got 2 drivers out here. Well, we've got 3 drivers out there at the moment on softer tyres, 8-lap hold soft tyres. Now, they've got a bit of breathing space between them. I don't know what condition their tyres in because obviously Codemasters don't let me have tyre telemetry. But here I am, Minaj now getting past Waddington, but then Murder is going to run and get past, and I can see Matthew getting past Matty 1929 there very, very quickly as well. So, no questions asked there, but then Dizzy is also going to be behind Matty 1929 very, very quickly. Will Matty move out of the way for the Ferrari like he has done for the others, knowing that is not his race, or will he continue just to try and fight for his position? You know, he has still got gains to make up in this race, and remember, the strategies can go out the window very, 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 very quickly in this race, because one safety car is all it takes, and that is it. Bang, job done, and everyone has to reset, especially now. So everyone who's now gone on to like their fresh medium tires, and here we go. We've got Iti Mada on the back of A Waddington now. He's trying to get past the Aston Martin. Everyone's still Mercedes power units. I hate it. Okay, ERS now wide open, DRS wide open. Look at this. He's gaining. He's not mucking around. He wants to get the job done. Thank you very much, Mr. Minaj. Oh, sorry, Iti Mada, Mr. Waddington. He's going. I will take that away from you, and I'll get back up to the rear end of my Mercedes friend ERN Minaj. So Ethan Bradbury now stuck behind in the Red Bull and Aston Martin sandwich through this painful sector of turn 1. He's not going to make the move here. He's going to have to wait until like the DRS zone, because there is just no room for, you cannot make a move here unless you are trying to be very optimistic like he has done. He's got the run on him. He's got the job done. DRS is now wide open in the inside of turn 13. Thank you very much, Mr. Waddington. I am taking a P7. And away he goes in the house. Now he's using a bit of his ERS to get away. And TR Dizzy looks like he's had a spin. Oh, and how's he kept it? How? Oh, I forget Ghostin is on this track. Oh no, and absolute terrible. His tyres are red hot. Oh, and I'd have absolutely pooed myself there. Do you know what I did the other day when someone done that? I pooed myself, literally. And look at this. Sam Tabner still out on soft tyres. 18 seconds gap. Bang. Thank you very much. He'll lose the position to Danny probably, and also to ETE Jason. And now about to come around turn 27. But he is ahead, miles ahead. Or is he? Or is he? Has Aaron Minaj managed to close the gap on the race leader? Six seconds, 6.5.7, 5.8. I say he's got a little bit of time on him. He's gained a little bit, but now the tyre deficit has gone the other way around. Obviously, with Sam Tabner, with the fresher mediums, he's able to set his assertion on the track and hopefully get the job done with. But we have got ETE Mudda, who is not letting that Mercedes get away from him. He is currently now hunting him down with his DRS. He's holding on the DRS train. They're holding on to the DRS at the moment, so we're all good on that side of things. And there's TIR Dizzy in the pits getting repairs and a fresh set of boots as well. He's chosen to opt for another pair of mediums, so hopefully they're fresh. He didn't use any mediums in in qualifying. So ETE Jason there, he's in P3 fighting Danny at the moment. Then there's not relevant to their actual track position at the moment. Obviously they are a little bit out of strategy from the top runners at the moment. Mr. A Waddington, obviously he's on the same strategy as them. He's quite a distance back from these guys as well, but he is down. He is obviously in between the sandwich, but then we've got ETE Jason now overtaking the McLaren of Danny. So that is P2. And will these two guys, obviously 11 lap or medium tyres, I don't know, they won't be the best, but they won't be too shabby either. And if you've saved your tyres like some drivers can do, they still have quite a bit of fight in them. But you can see he's making short shifts here and there to try and get the extra rotation. So I would say he's seen the best out of his tyres, and Aaron Minaj is out of the session, and we have got a safety car, guys. Boom, full-blown safety car. Now this is where it could ruin the strategy for Sam Tabner, ETE Jason, all the front runners. Well, the front runners are actually laughing. Well, no, the front runners are not laughing, because now that the field are bunching up, basically, and they're still quite close together. So you're not even really going to get a cheeky pit stop, a free pit stop through this, guys. It is going to be a game changer. Well, it's going to be a reset, grid resetter, basically. Yeah, so I mean, safety car restarts. Sam Tabner's in control of this race. But now, the question is, the medium runners, the people on the medium tyres. Now, soft tyres won't go to the end of the race. It'll be a two-stopper, without a shadow of a doubt. He puts on a set of softs. So he's off. ETE Jason there on soft tyres. Everyone else though, sorry. So Sinful Chris, he stayed out. Car number 66, world champion, obviously. Pit lane's become a hive of activity. Right, so we just now wait for the cars to catch up with the safety car. And tonight's safety car is the beautiful Aston Martin. What a pretty car to be following, better than that horrible red Mercedes. Okay, so obviously, guys, you've seen we're at half distance of the race. Possible 2 laps on the safety car, so 10 laps on the softs. Okay, says TIR Robert. I wonder if his old man wisdom will come to favour there. Yeah, I can see the math now. Also, halfway through this race, what do you reckon so far? Can Sam Tabner continue on this dominance? Can he get pole position? Can he get a Grand Slam? That's the question. What do you reckon? Can he get Grand Slam? He's on pole position, fastest lap at the moment, race victory. Trixie says ETE Murder for the win. Okay. So Trixie is hoping for ETE Murder to win. Who else have we got out there that have got people bets on hedges on bets? Hedges on any more of these wonderful things called the safety cars. So first one of the session, halfway through the race. Matt or Flappy says TIR man for the win. That's who he wants to win. I reckon he can make a solid move, said Trixie. Okay. So again, it'll be all down to very shortly how we've got people going into the pit lane for. So Jason could be an outside bet. Says TIR man. Good to hear. Good to hear. Nice to get anyone else. Come on, you're watching it. I know you are. I've got 21 of you beautiful viewers. Now 20. I want bets. I want predictions. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this will be the final lap under the safety car as Sam Tabner in the Alfa Romeo just weaves left and right to do the inaugural task of keeping your tyres warm. No one's on hards, which is a positive because hards are an absolute bitch. Especially to stay warm under a safety car, restarting to keep them warm under a safety car is ridiculous. We've got the green light. Safety car is showing its lights. Just waiting for that magic button. And we are going to be under racing very, very shortly. So it is now down to Sam Tabner to get this grid back in form. He wants to give the safety car enough time to bugger off. And get things underway. He's probably going to bring him slow into turn 27. And then literally now gets a little bit of a skirmish under his release there. But he does manage to get things very, very done quickly. So we've got now ETE Murder gonna try and make the move. He's too far away though. We've got then the Haas of and there's gonna be the Red Bull of Matty right on the rear end of the Haas there as well. You've got Mr. Flappy there in the Alpine there who's back into the racing as well. ETE Jason as well. So also Matty 1929 going there. That everyone's on fresher tyres. They're all on better standings, but these soft tyre runners are gonna size through this section because they have got the nice sticky grip. And look at how planted the Williams is. But you got ETE Jason, you got the Red Bull there of Mr. Matthew, who's going to try and get a better drive out of this next corner, but he can't. So look at that as well already. 1.2 seconds between Sam Tabner and ETE Murderer, and then there's 2 seconds between ETE Murderer and Ethan. So Ethan, oh no, hang on, whoops, my bad. I forgot to change the telemetry. Oh, I'm tired today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired today. Okay, so Matthew there is chasing down there. Look at the Alpine though on the back of the Red Bull there. He is not letting it go. And then you got ETE chasing down the spoils, and I can see two cars going side by side there. It is the AlphaTauri and the Alpine of Sinful Chris. The world champion makes a move on the inside, gets the job done on the last corner. What a move from the Division 2 champion. Sam Tabner again solidifies for his Grand Slam for the sets the fastest lap, and you got the AlphaTauri now on the inside of Sinful Chris. Oh, there's contact! There is contact there! Hard contact between the two drivers. There's got to be damage there on either car. So we've got now, oh, TIR Dizzy there, getting a little bit out of shape there on the track there. I see he had to take off to the escape route there. Not very happy there at all. But then here we go, TIR Dizzy there with 3-second time penalty. Tut. We've got then ETE Jason now coming in on Mr. Flappy. Mr. Flappy coming on Matthew as well. One more lap to go, and then we're going to have some opening up the rear wing for the DRS. So, hopefully some DRS-assisted overtakes will be a great privy to this race as well, because we don't like follow the leader. We want action, attack. ETE Oakley, the saucy Scotsman there, gets a time penalty there for, well, extending the track limits. Again, I don't know how you can extend this track because there's a bloody street circuit, apart from there's a wall. But hey, it is Codemasters and their definitive wisdom creates the perfect F1 game ever. We've got the Honda Power Red Bull there being under pressure from Mr. Flappy there. He's trying to make a look in the inside of turn 27 now, but then he compromises his position there at all a little bit. This is giving ETE Jason a run on the Alpine now, as DRS is now wide open. The two are side by side as they come up to turn 1. Mr. Flappy's got the inside on turn 1, but on turn 2, will he get the switch back now? Yes, he does. Gets the move done. Thank you very much. Puts Mr. Flappy wide, and that puts Mr. Flappy at risk from the Haas. And the Haas is able to get by on the inside. Yes, he does. Off the track, though. Naughty. I don't know if he'll have to give that back, but he had nowhere else to go. That is the beauties of Jeddah. But look at Sinful Chris on these medium tyres. He's dropping back. 2 soft runners literally in 2 corners just done him. And then we've got his teammate there on his softer tyres. I'm sure he's not going to give his teammate any hassle whatsoever. Thank you very much, Mr. Teammate. Goes Chris. I will take that. Let me get after this field. So Sinful Chris now on softer tyres is coming through sector 2 now. Look at how quick he's gaining. Oh, and that wall contact's not going to do him very, very well there. Ducronium though on the back of the ETE Jason's Williams there, and you still got the Williams on the back end of the thingy. But we've got Matty and the McLaren going side by side through turn 24, and the McLaren gets the move done, but this puts then the Williams under pressure from the Red Bull. Can the Red Bull get the move done? Cracking stuff from these guys. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 27. Please don't end in tears. Please don't end in tears. No, oh, there's contact. The AlphaTauri gets a little bit skittish there. Sinful Chris sets another fastest lap. The McLaren goes into the pits lane as well. We've got AJ right on the back of the Williams with his DRS now wide open. He's going around the outside of turn 1. Gets the move done. Gets in front of him to take the line through turn 2. Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. I am taking that position off you. So that's AJ up into P9. You've got Mr. Flappy though, he's dropping back. Miss Sinful Chris though is right on the rear end of that Haas. He's caught up with it very, very quickly within a lap. Thank you very much, Ducronium. Now you are mine. He's going to look and size up this move. He's opening up his DRS. The DRS is also open on the Haas as well, so he's not going to get much advantage at all there. ETJ, so Trixie wants Murder to keep on going and keep on going. Thank you very much to all that is streamed. We have got 7 laps left of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix for TIR Division 2. This is one cracking race so far, and my voice is starting to break. If you cannot hear it, I am starting to talk a little bit quiet now to try and save it so I can go to the end of this race session, because now Sinful Chris is starting to drop back there from the Haas, because the Haas looks like he's got a better slipstream. But again, ETE Jason there on the back of Ethan Bradbury. There you go. They can't get past at the moment. So this is the one thing when you're in a DRS train, especially with the first runners. But then we've got the McLaren right on the rear end of ETE Murder, who now opens up his DRS, opens up the switches on the DRS, opens up the DRS, and it goes side by side. Honda Power! down the start finish straight, overtakes the McLaren Mercedes. Thank you very much. I'm going ahead in turn 1. And then you've got turns, and there you can see there the distance, McLaren, the distance of the Alfa Romeo of Sam Tabner. As then we've got 10 lap old medium tyres. Matthew now got to fend off a fresh, well, 1 lap fresher tyre of ETE Mudder. ETE Mudder has now got the DRS. Matthew there gets a 3-second time penalty there, so they're now all even Stevens. But then you've got Mudder, and you've got these cars here as well. Absolutely carnage everywhere. And now we've got a Ferrari making a move on the inside of the Red Bull. Tries to make the move. Red Bull goes wide on the exit. The Ferrari's got the inside line. The Ferrari then gets the switch back on the well, the Red Bull gets a switch back, but then they're still side by side. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there, but no harm, no foul really. But then it looks like it's getting a little bit messy there for the other guys as well, as AJ 6503 drops to the back. Dizzy has dropped to the back, so Dizzy knew, I think he had done a little bit of a oops. I did it again, and drop back. Okay, so in the race lead, in control, 4 seconds ahead down the road, he is Sam Tabner. There was no questions asked about that one. He has so far dominated this race. Lap 19 out of 25. 5 laps left to go of this race. So then Matthew then takes the P2 off the McLaren again. But then we've got the Haas of Zucronium. Makes the move on the Williams, and the Williams has to yield at this time. We've got 2 Alpines now working together by the looks of it. And the Williams and the Haas are side by side. They're going to try and go side by side through this sector. No, they don't. The Williams drops back. E.T. Jason's racecraft knows that he's got to drop off. Otherwise, it's going to end in tears for everyone. And nobody wants to end in tears. So far, so good. So we've got Danny 1929 there, still right at the back of the grid there. And E.T. Mudder on for a podium at the moment. So the Alpine boys of Simple Chris and Mr. Flappy running in P7 and 8. Obviously, they are now working together basically to steal their constructors. Oh, and there goes the round of Zucronium. Zucronium has lost it. So good for ghosting around this track, eh? But then Mr. Flappy on the back of his teammate, right on the back of his teammate. Now, will the teammate return the favour? Earlier on, Mr. Flappy let Sinful Chris pass because he thought he was the faster guy, but it does look like Mr. Flappy at the moment now is the faster out of the two, as he takes an interesting line through this turn 27. Gets a good drive out of it though, and manages to keep going and everything was all hunky-dory there. But we've got then ETE and Matthew and Murder switching places again for second and third. Obviously these two scrapping means that Sam Tabner is able to run more and more away with this race, because obviously with these two scrapping, it's compromising their position and compromising their tyres. Whereas like I said earlier, Sam Tabner is on 3 lap fresher tyres than what Matthew is, and 2 lap fresher than what Murder is. And so he's been in the front of the race the whole time, basically. And now he's in clean air, hasn't got to worry. Take the car for a nice drive and bring it home, basically. 4 laps left of this race so far. We've got Zucronium now in the pits, obviously, taking on repairs now. Will Zucronium step on a slap on a set of softs? Danny with a 5-second time penalty. Wow, the game is not forgiving. Right, let's have a look at penalties now. So we have got Matthew with a 3-second time penalty, Mudduck with a 5-second time penalties. We've got Ethan with 3, Jason with 3, Sinful Chris with 3, Matty 1929 with 3, E.T. Liam with 9, Jared Dizzy with 6, E.T. Oakley with 3, Zucronium with 3, and Danny with 3 as well. So lots of penalties have been handed out around the streets of Jeddah. So, again, this is the scrap for second place, as now the McLaren has to fend off the Red Bull. The Red Bull makes a move, and now what's the McLaren got to do? Has to think about sandwiching the Haas between the two. He does, holds in P3, and again, I'm sure down the next DRS straight, it's going to be switchback or on the third zone. But hang on, the Haas has put himself under compromise from the Williams I saw there. But no, the Williams of Mr. ETE Jason drops back. Now, if Mr. Flappy can keep within a lot of these guys, and which he is doing. No, he's not actually. Yes, he is actually. Sorry, Mr. Flappy. If he can keep a close touch on these guys, he will jump pretty much all of them, apart from P2, and get a podium. Because I think, if I do the maths correctly, yes, he will. Because he's not got a penalty. He's one of 3 drivers on this track without a penalty. So congratulations to them two on their cleanliness of their racing. It's good to see. Keeping it between the white lines and on the black stuff normally helps. But the track limits are stupid, so there is 2 flip sides to every coin. But hang on, the Haas now is going to make a move on the inside. It's going to get the DRS over the McLaren. They're both side by side. They're both using their ERS. They're still going for it. They're still going for it as the McLaren now gets overtaken by the Haas and is now going to be under pressure from assistant engine car of the Williams Mercedes. But then we've got Matty 1929 still ahead of Ethan Bradbury. So we're still not changing positions between the two. Can Matthew assert his dominance in his Red Bull and say, no, second is mine, bugger off, I can't do anything about the Alfa Romeo right now, but you are not taking second? That will be the question. So not long left to go. 2.5 laps left of this impressive circuit so far. It is mind-bogglingly fast and also very, very precision-like. You have to have your wits about you on this track. There is no two ways about it that you can avoid not practicing, not doing a little bit of time trial and that lot. You do need to learn the flow of this traffic. If this traffic must have a flow. You don't flow it, the car goes all over the place, and it's just finding that right balance tune set up for your driving style and also the way you want to drive your race as well. Because obviously if you're going to go aggressive, you are going to wear your tyres out so much more. And look at this, the Haas is still trying to get past that Red Bull. The Red Bull seems to have the grunt over it at the moment, and he is really trying. But the Haas now pulls alongside and he gets the move done. I'm just looking at this from above the helicopter view, and it looks like drones that you used to get on SimCity, like with their little black wheels on the end of them. I'm talking about the F1 cars, that is, anyway. So there's Ethan Bradbury now into P2, and now here comes the Red Bull again on the outside of turn 1. Thank you very much. But then Ethan Bradbury's not having it. They're going side by side into the turn corners 2 and 3. Oh, what a great defensive move there from the Haas driver. He is on it. He is not letting go, and he knows that he can he can beat the Red Bull. Now he's only got 16% of ERS left, whereas Matthew has been being a harvester. He's been saving up all his ERS for this moment. Bang, 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 bang. So he pulls into turn 13, into 4th gear, opens up steering, shift up to 5 gears, so you don't light up the rear end. 7th gear now, 8th gear, now double drop down to 5th, hold the car's rotation, ride the apex, carry the speed through, DRS open now, wide, go. So you're using everything you can, ERS, DRS, you're pulling on the slipstream, you're gaining, you're gaining, you're gaining, you're gaining. But still can't quite get the move done. But then Mr. Flappy is making a move on the McLaren, and also the Haas is the Red Bull's trying to get it done. The Red Bull goes around the outside of turn 27, and then you got the Alpine of Mr. Flappy on the inside of the McLaren there. They're all using everything they've got, their gizmo gadgets, they're trying to get past. We are on the final lap of this race. And I know he hasn't had much to do at the moment. We will give him some airtime in a moment. But at the moment, we cannot leave this battle because they're coming side by side. Last lap now. Everyone's thrown caution to the air by the looks of it and absolutely going for it. I hope these drivers have a good understanding with one another to end this all well. ETLM gets a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. But then, oh, this is absolutely epic, guys. This race is going to be fast. Well, this race literally started 5 minutes ago. Surely my voice hasn't stopped, and I'm quite impressed with it at the moment because literally I can feel it going. I can feel my throat getting worse and worse and worse. But hey, it is what it is. So we have got half a lap left now before this race is over. as we go through this sector now between these drivers. They are absolutely here than ever. Mr. Flappy is gonna gain. He is gonna snatch a podium by the looks of it. Let's have a look, see what he's got. Yep, he can probably do it. Right, he hasn't had much screen time. He's pretty much dominated this race. He's now coming around the last corner of his race. He takes the checkered flag. He's using every bit of battery he can from start to finish. Pole position, fastest lap, race winner, Sam Tabner in the Alfa Romeo. Now here we go. There we go. Mr. Flappy takes second. Sinful Chris in third. Matthew in fourth. You got Ethan Bradbury in fifth. Sixth goes to ETE Murder. ETE Jason in seventh. Matty 1929 in eighth. Liam's going to be across the line next, but he's definitely going to lose the position now to ETE Oakley and probably also TIR Dizzy. No, yes. No, TIR Dizzy drops down even further. AJ to P12 and then Zucronium now. He'll be the last one across the line, surely. No, we've still got the McLaren of Danny, who's quite a distance away. But wow. What a cracking race, guys. A race winner. He deserves every opportunist moment of this one. Controlled the race from start to finish. What a guy. What a guy. Again, but then hats off to Mr. Flappy, Sinful Chris, Matthew, Ethan, Mudder, Jason for the close battles that we were witness to, because just wow. Absolutely cracking race, guys. GG's are all around. And Sinful Chris gets driver of the day. Congratulations to all of our podium winners, the race winner, P2 and P3. So that's the two Alpines, second and third, and then the Alfa Romeo in the winning spot. Thank you very much, old man. So there we go. Our race winner, Sam Tabner. Mr. Flappy in second. Sinful Chris in third. Let me just get these people into a party so I can talk to them. So, our race summary this evening. So, Sam Tabner is the race winner. Mr. Flappy in second. Sinful Chris in third. Fourth goes Matthew 7034. Fifth goes Ethan Bradbury. Sixth, ETE Murderer. Seventh, ETE Jason. Eighth, Matty 1929. Ninth, ETE Oakley. A. Waddington in 10th. ETE Liam in 11th. 12th goes to AJ 6503. TIR Dizzy in 13th and Zucronium in 14th and Danny in 15th. And the DNS for this evening is ERN Menage and ETSR Badders. Hi guys, welcome to the podium and congratulations to all as well. I will go through from third to first. Yes, we are doing interviews, Matthew. We are. I have got the party open. Everyone in? Good evening, guys, and welcome to the party. Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
We all here?
Me and Sinful.
Sinful Chris Sinful Chris has lost his voice, but let's go. Sinful Chris, are you able to talk at all?
No.
Oh, okay, right. I won't ask you any questions then, my friend. Congratulations on P3 and congratulations on sealing the deal as well on the championship for Division 2. It must be a great relief as well to have that signed, sealed, and delivered, and you and your teammate now can concentrate on the Constructors' Championship. Congratulations on P3 today as well. Cracking race from starting the way back in the grid.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, over to P2 man, and that is Mr. Flappy himself. The man that put on a late charge and was trying to make it go to the last race, but couldn't. It's Mr. Flappy. Well, congratulations on P2, my friend. No, Matthew. Sinful Chris got P3. It's called penalties. On-track penalties. So, well, it's a timing glitch, but as it sits for me, I think he's thinking. I think he's thinking. Think he's the thinking. Let me just send him a message quickly. So, Mr. Flappy, tell us everything you went through for that race as well, because you cracking battling going on there, and you had a little bit of a to-do at turn 1 and 2 there earlier on in the race, but managed to recover back from it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I was letting someone through, and then I don't know, someone didn't brake or something. I don't know. And then I spun. I stayed cool and tried to keep collected and charge forward, and I did. I didn't get any warning, so that's nice.
A very, very clean race then. How are you feeling now that the championship is all over and done with? Is it relief or is it disappointment or how?
It's relief.
It's relief
because with this result, I would say that I did it. How you say it? Concealed P2 in the driver championship. Because Jason or Matthew can't overtake me on the standing, so I'm happy with that.
That is great news, and congratulations on sealing P2 in the championship. Final race next week, Flappy. We're off to Abu Dhabi. How you feeling? Obviously, it's not for any battles. You're just gonna have fun in the race, or are you gonna try? Or is there a risk of the constructors being stolen away from Alpine?
No, no chance for that.
Okay.
We are leading by 400 points or something. So that's sealed.
That is
we're gonna have some fun.
Okay. I hope maybe I can see some donuts on the final race. Well, maybe. I don't know. Depends how you want to go about it. I don't know what your rules and regulations are on that one. But we'll see you next week at trackside for Abu Dhabi. Now, over to our race winner, and I must say, Sam, you dominated from start to finish, qualifying, fastest lap, and race win. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I've thrown away a few. I think I've been in P1 twice, and I've been it so far this season. So, finally, nice to finish it off. I knew it was a good track for me, so just had to get out of the DRS in the first lap or whatever, and it was control from there.
Okay. So obviously with that absolute dominating performance and everything, you didn't put a fault wrong. No fault whatsoever. It was just literally your night tonight. The game, the good drivers threw everything they could at you, like safety cars, incidences and everything, but you just were like, nope, that's it. This is my race tonight. Thank you very much. No one's taken it away from me. So congratulations on that race victory as well. Truly, truly deserved. Yeah, no fault whatsoever.
Yeah, cheers.
Okay, moving on to Abu Dhabi next week, obviously for the final race. How are you feeling towards that one? Are you trying to seal any place in the championship?
No, I only joined back to Div 2 like 6 weeks ago.
Okay, so it's just literally fun and games. Well, not fun and games, but a little bit of practice and fun.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, by all means, and all ready for season 6, where I'm sure you'll want to make the move on the championship and hopefully take the crown off someone who at the moment in this party is currently sitting with it. Whether he gets up to Div 1
should
next...
have had a couple wins in the 5 races I did. I binned it from the lead in Russia, and then last week a back marker fucking crashed me out in Australia, so it is what it is. But
it is, unfortunately, that is what racing is all about, and racing can also be very cruel and very, very harsh. Well, guys, that is it for Division 2 this week. Tomorrow night, tune in to Dame Zero. The 5,000 minute Scouser will be streaming Tier 1 for us, and it will be an interesting race for around Jeddah for Division 1. We saw a cracking race from Division 2. Can Division 1 top it off? We'll be back next week for Abu Dhabi with Division 2, and hopefully the fishy-fingered man himself, Codzilla, will be back in the zone with me. If not, I will try and get someone else with me. I did have possibly a special guest with us tonight, but nothing came through of it. But hey-ho, it is what it is. But guys, thanks for tuning into my stream tonight. Please drop me a like. Drop me a subscribe if you can as well, and like the videos and comments. They are uploaded to my YouTube page, which are also on my details of my screen as well when I close. But guys, good night from me. Good night from TIR. It's been fun. It's been great. I'm absolutely shattered, and my voice is gone. Cheerio.